6 years ago, I was blissfully living my life with no direction and no meaning. I was baptized and raised as a Catholic, attended Catholic school, and went to church on a regular basis. Aside from being heavily involved in my Catholic community, God meant absolutely nothing to me. I grew up believing that just as long as I attended church, I'd have a guaranteed ticket into heaven. And with that, I lived my life. As soon as I found out I was changing schools, yet alone to Lighthouse, a school I'd never even heard of, I knew my life was going to undergo drastic changes. The moment I stepped on the parking lot, I hated it. Every day, I'd wake up for school with a heavy heart and a rebellious spirit. I'd come home with a bad attitude, hoping that my parents would get the clue that I hated my life as long as Lighthouse was my school. I was envious of all my other friends who were able to experience what Lighthouse didn't offer. A bigger campus, more students, a proper playground, a variety of classes, free dress, prom, you get the point. I felt like while they were being privileged to live a typical high school life, I was stuck and left miserable with no life at Lighthouse. After my first few years, I determinedly begged my parents to look for other schools and made it a secret goal of mine that no matter what, I'm not graduating here. Fortunately, it didn't work. If anything, it was my rebellious spirit that led me to accept my school. If it wasn't for my bitterness, my anger, and my unwilling, ungrateful attitude, I personally believe God could not have worked his plans any better. My strong dislike towards the school made my curiosity grow each day until I finally surrendered and realized how much I needed to be here. As I look back, the list of things Lighthouse didn't offer never mattered. It was only my attitude that hindered my enjoyment of my Lighthouse experience. The Lighthouse taught me that our success, our good health, our loving family, and our loyal friends may bring us the happiness we all seek to find. But the Bible tells us that worldly things cannot bring enduring joy and happiness. Eventually, all these worldly things will pass away, and our position, possessions, and reputation will not validate or discern our importance and existence. I have learned during my 6-year education that a happy life is a selfless life lived in the trust and to the glory of God. What happens after high school and graduation, I'm not sure of. But Proverbs 3:5-6 tells me to trust in the Lord with all my heart and lean not on my own understanding. In all my ways acknowledge him, and he will make my path straight. By doing so, I will carry on what the Lighthouse has taught me. I graduate proudly because if I had ended up in some other school, I would definitely not be the person I am today. I no longer envy my other friends who have graduated from other schools and lived the typical high school experience, because I graduate with a relationship with God and a diploma. Most of them graduate with just a diploma. I graduate knowing that I am alive because what I do here on earth determines where I go after it. And my ultimate purpose is to be with the one who gave up his life so that I could live mine freely. I graduate with a deep understanding that God loves me so much, he singled me out from the world and brought me here to the Lighthouse, where not only did I change morally as a person, but spiritually as a person. As I conclude, I want to thank my teachers for the priceless education I have received here at the Lighthouse. Your hard work, your dedication, and your attitude is what instilled in me a desire to want God more and more each day. I want to thank my parents who believed in the school from the beginning. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for your unconditional love and support for all these years. I only want to make you guys proud so that you will see that all your hard work is not taken for granted. I love you both immensely. My sister Myra, my brother Virgil, and my cousin Christine. Thank you for the memories and the lessons learned. Every day of my life is an adventure because you guys make it that way. I love you guys. To my family and close friends, each of you have contributed in my growth as an individual. I pray we stay as close and even closer through the years. Thank you for being supportive and reliable. I love you all. To my graduating class of 09. It was only until VC when I realized I couldn't have asked for a better class to graduate with. Thank you for making my Lighthouse experience easier and enjoyable. I wish only the best for all of you, and I pray this world will not change the unique, intelligent individuals you all are. Last but not least, my fellow underclassmen that have yet to graduate. If you feel like you're missing out on the world, you're not. If you feel like you're not learning anything at the Lighthouse, you are. And if you feel like changing schools, you shouldn't. Do not take your education here at the Lighthouse for granted, because when you graduate and move on, you will never be taught the same things again. My only wish is for Lighthouse to change you like it has changed me. Thank you to all of you, and let the summer begin.